All right, y'all, we in here. We in here, y'all. We in here. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. We are in here. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are checking in from. I'm going to give you a few updates. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are checking in from. I'm going to give you a few updates. I need you to send this live. Click this airplane right here, this paper airplane. Click this and send it to at least 10 people. Click this paper airplane and send it to at least 10 people. I have some updates to give you. I went to the dentist today, so I have some gauze in my mouth right here. Boy. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, yes. Bravo. 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 You have done it again. You have done it again. America, you have done it again. By it, I do mean proving our point. That's what I mean. Let us break this down on the timing of this page being taken down. Before I go into that again, I need you to press this paper airplane and send this live to at least 10 people if you don't mind. Let us get these numbers back up. Seeing how they took down the page, let's make this clear. Somebody said just make 10 backup pages. That's funny. I'm doing this to prove a point. I'm proving a number of points. Number one, this has nothing to do with health. Number one. Number two, it says it's not letting you send the live. I got you. Try it again. Number one, it's not about health. Number two, we hit 40,000, over 40,000 new followers, or over 40,000 followers in just 10 days. I need you to go into the mindset of how this enemy is thinking. 40,000 followers in 10 days. This is less than a week and a half. This is less than a week and a half. This is just a little over 1 week. 40,000 in just 10 days. Again, I just came from the dentist, y'all, so I have this gauze, cotton in my mouth. I got some cotton in my mouth, so that's why I'm talking like this. They are afraid. That's right, Ms. J's Photography. Yes, they are. They are so scared. And they don't know what the hell to do. Because what they're doing, I want you to be very clear about what is happening right now. They are about to issue more mandates. And because they're about to issue more mandates, they have to cut off the voices of those who are most influential in this area, who can turn the minds of the people away from going and taking these shots. So they have to strategically remove those voices. I see you, sis. I just saw you check in. I got you. They have to strategically remove those voices. I do not find it coincidental that less than 24 hours before they had to send out the report that Mayor Bill de Blasio in New York was going to announce that he was going to issue a citywide mandate for over 300,000 city workers. I don't find it coincidental that we just came from New York 48 hours ago. We just came from New York. People turned out in high numbers at sold out events. And we had some of the most influential people who showed up. We had a former Pfizer employee who showed up and was on the panel, who worked at Pfizer for 23 years. He showed up to our event in Connecticut. Then the next day we had 3 doctors. Yeah, I had, for those of you just checking in, I went to the dentist today, so I have cotton in my mouth. That's why I'm talking like this. But the next day, after this former Pfizer employee was there, the next day in New York, we had a registered nurse, a medical doctor, a holistic naturopathic doctor, and an herbalist, all on the panel. 2 separate events in New York the day before, Bridgeport, Connecticut. The events were sold out, large numbers of people. These people are influential, and then the people in the audience were teachers, people who had just been fired, nurses, doctors, former military, administrators, all in the audience, firefighters. These are the people who run things. So they saw what we were doing at the event. People tried to stream live at my events, and they blocked them from going live. I want you to understand this. I don't see a coincidence in we just coming from New York, educating some of the most influential people in New York, and then roughly 24 to 48 hours later, them removing your brother's page, and then about 4 hours after that, sending out the notice that Mayor Bill de Blasio is now going to issue a statewide or citywide, hopefully statewide in his eyes, mandate for over 300,000 city workers, to where they can get a test or not, that's irrelevant. They have to take the shot or they will lose their job. But they first had to remove Brother Reza Islam's page and any other activist who has a level of influence in New York. Do you know my analytics show that New York is in the top 3 cities where I have the most influence? New York is in the top 3. LA, New York, Atlanta are the top 3. Understand that. I'm going to go live with a few people real quick. I see my sister, I'm Surviving Vegan, my sister Risha Oshun. You know, I love you, sis. And the whole Surviving Vegan team. I appreciate you. But I want y'all to understand this. They are being very strategic about how they get rid of our voices per times, certain times. And yes, he said they're going to fire people without pay. But if people do get the shot in New York, they're going to give them a bonus of $500. Boy, these devils said, let me go ahead and go live with a few people real quick. I see my sis is in here. Yeah, I had some dental work done right in the back, y'all. So this cotton, it's interesting. Where is my sister at? Here. Brother King Gemini, I appreciate you, brother. Did our best over in Connecticut. We are coming back, by the way. We are coming back to Connecticut. Let me see, where's my sister at here? I got to go live with my sis real quick. There's a whole lot more when it comes to these updates. Trust me when I say this. Oh, I got you. There you go. But these devils are scared. Extremely. Which is why we're getting Los Angeles ready as we speak. We're getting LA ready. We're getting Atlanta ready. We're getting a lot of people ready. Okay, let me bring my sister in real quick. Where's she at? There we go. Boy, it's wartime, y'all. Send this airplane, press this paper airplane right here and send it to at least 10 people. Peace, sis. How you doing?
I'm good. I almost want to fuss at you, though, because you shouldn't be talking so much and you just came from the dental office. But I'm going to leave it alone because I did ask you to go live. So
yes, I was going to say, look, hold on now. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yes,
man, they trying to shut it down, but you know, I see that means that you're making some major progress. People are really getting the message and sharing, and people are starting to stand up for real. So I love it.
Oh, you already know it's not going to end. It's not going to end, and they know that. Every time they take us down, we grow faster. The last page before this one, we had 100K in 4 weeks, And now this one, we hit 40K in 10 days. They scared as hell.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
they don't understand. So again, that's why when we, everything I was telling you as well, just know it's going down in a major way.
It's real.
We influence more people than they can imagine. And that's what they don't get. You, myself, a lot of other people. It's not about the numbers, but it is about our influence. And they know we influence the influencers.
Right, right. So, I mean, so you said that they basically took it down right before they decided to announce, and then, and right after, I guess you want. What up, Orisha? Show this my new page, by the way, sis.
There you go. Yeah, follow sis.
But yeah, that's crazy. The fact that they're trying to shut it down so much, and I'm just kind of curious on, isn't there supposed to be a lawsuit right now with Facebook and Instagram for them violating the rights of speech?
Yes, there's a few. As a matter of fact, there's a few class action lawsuits against Facebook. I know Facebook, Instagram, and I believe Twitter. I know Donald Trump has lawsuits against them by himself. He got those, but like he got a couple of those going. But there are a few people with class action lawsuits because of this situation right here. The freedom of speech is a done deal. It's done for.
Did you hear about the fact that Facebook is supposed to be changing their brand? I feel like does that have something to do with everything? Okay, I figured. It makes sense.
Yes, they're trying to change it to something dealing with the metaverse, is what he says. The universe of metadata, of internet data. Oh boy, okay, look, Mark Zuckerberg, he knows damn well we caught on to his stuff too.
Okay.
That devil, he ain't slick, and we know we caught on to his stuff too, and so he's trying to now revamp things. Because he also is being watched heavily after he was exposed for meeting up with the Department of Defense. When it's like, why are you meeting with the Department of Defense? What the hell y'all doing?
Right.
So it's a lot going on there. So no, we don't trust him. We don't trust any of them. We don't trust Jack Dorsey over Twitter. We don't trust Sundar Pichai over Google. Right. None of them. These are some straight up devils, sis. And they know the people are, what happened? Something happened, dang. Okay, well, sis, if you come back in, let me know. I was saying we don't trust them. We do not trust them, and they know that. And they're trying to mix human beings with artificially intelligent robotic technology, and that's where it's going. They're trying to mix human beings with artificial technology, and that is something that Mark Zuckerberg, and particularly as well as Elon Musk, are attempting to do. Elon Musk is now trying to come up with a probe, a very small probe that goes into the brain in an attempt to transfer human consciousness into a robot. Now, this is something that was talked about a long time ago. As a matter of fact, it was talked about so long ago that in my research, I see you, sis, so I'm going to bring it back in. In my research that I did here, chapter 8, mental health versus mental illness, fact versus fiction. I put it in my book dealing with the mental conditioning and the programming that they're doing, and in particularly how they're trying to now mix human beings with artificial technology, putting our intelligence and our actual mentality and our consciousness into a robot because of them trying to elongate human existence. Black Mirror came out long after this. They've been talking about doing this for so long, but yes, Black Mirror is in that Netflix special they did kind of show an idea of what that looks like. Let me see, sis. Let me see. Most of what you watch and see on television is something that they're actually trying to do or have done. Just be mindful again. Remember, the FBI and the CIA have had contracts with Hollywood for over 45 to 50 years plus, and particularly when it comes to the military, but far more than that. The CIA has contracts with Hollywood when it comes to script writing, when it comes to certain roles, things that they want people to portray, etc. Yeah, they've had contracts with them for a long time. Yeah, Elon Musk is yeah. There you go, sis.
Yeah, back in the
ambiance. It's all bright over here. And it's all
yeah, I always have
look on. Let me see. Nah, it ain't as smooth as yours. It ain't smooth. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't. I gotta get mine. You know, I'm gonna figure it out.
No, you got to get one of these little cosmic lights or whatever, and have it in the
That's what it is.
background. You feel me?
There we go. Okay, I'm like, damn, you like you in the ocean. Okay, yeah, I see that. Okay, you did that. You did that.
Yeah. But I didn't want to be on here long. You have plenty of information you got to get to people. I just wanted to make sure all of my people were following you, because people were asking me like, what's going on? I was just like, he's coming back on today. Just hold on. So
it's throwing you up like, yeah, sis, we saw you in the picture with him. Where you at?
righteous. But I appreciate you once again. I appreciate
Absolutely.
all the work you do. Keep your head up, and everybody, make sure you support and share his information. Make sure you get booked.
Oh, look at you. Okay, I didn't even know you had it. Okay, sis, there you go. All right, and absolutely, y'all do the same thing for my sis. I need my organite crystal pyramid. I need that, y'all. She produces some of the best handmade, handcrafted, positive energy, inspiring, getting rid of all the negative energy and negative people around your environment. Sis handles business with that, so y'all make sure y'all shop with her as well.
Righteous. All right, peace, family.
I got to say, peace. All right, y'all. Now let's get into cracking some of these atoms. Hold on, my sister Risho Shun is in there. Don't. Come on, sis. Well, you know what? She is pregnant. She's probably lying down right now. It's actually midnight over there. You're supposed to be asleep. This sister is supposed to be asleep. Miss Orisha Oshun, you're supposed to be asleep. I don't even know why you're up right now. Okay, so, yes. Can you talk about Dark Winter? Can you talk about the bio attack exercise they are conducting in New York City? Yes. Okay, point number 1, New York City. boy. They can't have people who have the proper knowledge to have access. You are lying down. I can go lie with you tomorrow. Okay, I got you. So I knew you were lying down on you're lying on your left side, right side, right side, left side. You lying on your right side. I don't know. You're pregnant. That's so it don't matter. Just get you some rest, and we will go live tomorrow, sis. I'm talking to my sister Risho Shun, y'all. If y'all don't know, that is I Am Surviving Vegan. Now, yes, left side. Thank you. Y'all know what it is. All right. These devil bastard, devoid of humanity, godless, horrific demons. Okay, these wicked, evil misanthropes, these reptilian, pedophilic, caucus troglodytes, these bastards are at a point where they literally don't know what else to do, because the people have risen to such a degree in such a short period of time. Everyone has not risen to this level of consciousness and awareness yet, but enough have. So when New York City, along with a number of other cities, says, hey, we're going to test out some non-lethal, non-toxic gas to simulate a bio attack. Oh, wait, excuse me. Okay, look. They're this close to saying, look, we playing you, all right? We don't give a damn, we playing you. You're going to release non-toxic gas into the subways of New York City to simulate a bio attack. I thought we already were a part of one right now. That's number 1. Number 2, you don't need to release no damn gas to simulate nothing when you already have toxic gas in the subway system of New York City anyway. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? New York City is conducting experimentation, as they always have. The air in poor communities is far worse than the air in rich communities. That is a fact. Air quality, water quality, school quality, education quality is always better in zip codes of people who make more money. It is called murder by zip code, death by zip code, quality by zip code. This is not far-fetched. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is an actual fact. And they know people know this. You would never see them say we're going to test this gas over in the upper areas of Manhattan. No, you wouldn't do such. Why? Because the people who make so much money there are educated about laws. The lawyers up there, those Jewish people, are over there, and they will sue the hell out of the city. But over in Bed-Stuy, but over in Harlem, the lower parts of Brooklyn, the lower parts of Queens, and all these areas where the projects are real heavy, where people are not necessarily educated and not represented because they don't stand and they don't have the education to know how to legally stand and represent themselves. We can test out non-toxic gas in the subways that the average person takes and convince them that it is for their betterment. Remember this. They always are doing things saying that it is for your betterment. These are devils. Now, you got to get this through your damn head. These are devils. Again, I just had some dental work done, so I got this cotton in my mouth, y'all. That's why I'm talking like that. They're devils. So, I don't trust that they're going to send out non-toxic gas. I don't trust that. Okay, number one. Number two, they just conducted that, from my understanding, on Monday. I don't know if they're going to release more, but on Monday, they did this 2 days ago in New York, saying it's a simulation. Remember this. Remember this. Event 201 at the end of 2019 was a simulation. Event 201 is where Bill Gates and a few other individuals and organizations came together to simulate an outbreak. And what if an outbreak occurred? What would we do? Less than 4 months later, boom, coronavirus hits. That was not a simulation. They were practicing. Less than a year earlier, when I was in the CDC, they were going over the same simulation. They were practicing. You're dealing with devils, bro. You're dealing with devils, sis. There is no other out to this. These are devils. Y'all got to get this through your head. This is overtime. This ain't the second or third. No, we're in overtime. This is past the fourth quarter. They're telling you straight up, we want to kill you. But we're going to say it in a way where we can legally get around and where we don't alert the world powers and other countries and other nations to come and shut us down, meaning America. America is getting to a very close point where world powers are about to check her. The only reason why world powers have not checked America is because she and her best friend Israel have the most armaments out of any other nations on earth. Armaments meaning weaponry. But the world court and the world powers are getting to a point where they are no longer afraid of America, nor Israel. Israel has already been hit with the virus in such a way because they all took the poke, the stab. Over 80% of Israel took the stab, and roughly the same amount of percentage of people are heavily sick directly after taking the stab. So Israel's not necessarily in the military position to respond if war is declared. Yes, sis, we calling it the stab now. We calling it the stab. The world is not afraid of America anymore, like they used to be. And they are not afraid of Israel and their Samson option. I need everyone to type into the comment section here, Samson option. Samson. If you don't know who Samson is, Samson and Delilah. Man, Samson, he fell in love with Delilah. This is in the Bible. Delilah wanted to find out the source of his power. She found out it was his hair, and she cut off his hair. This is why you need to watch who you trust. But if you know what the Samson option is, Samson, when he was trying to defeat those who came to kill him, he pushed the pillars of the building apart and brought the building down on himself and on those who were trying to destroy him. So he destroyed himself to destroy his enemies. That is the military last option that the Jewish state of Israel has, where they have threatened that if anyone attacks them, they will blow up themselves and the planet. That is called the Samson option. They have threatened America on the low with this. They have threatened Yemen with this. They have threatened Iran with this. They've threatened everyone with this. This is why people don't mess with Israel. Everybody's talking about Al-Qaeda, Al-Qaeda. Everybody's talking about ISIS and ISIS. Why has ISIS never attacked Israel? Why has Al-Qaeda never attacked Israel? They attacked all the rest of the Middle Eastern countries, but they never even aimed guns at Israel because of the Samson option. Now, knowledge like this is what makes these bastards afraid. There are a multitude of topics we talk on. In fact, the shots, the stab, the jab, the poke is recent within the last 7 years. But just know that this country and all of the evil that it has done is coming back on itself. And the world powers are no longer afraid of her. China ain't afraid of America. Never really has been, to be honest with you. Northern and Southern Korea are not afraid of America. China owns virtually all of the seaports in America, the coastlines, because America can't pay China back the money that she owes her. What? America owes China money? Yes. And there are some people, economists, trying to say America is solvent and is no longer in debt. You are bastardized liars. Go look at the ticker on Wall Street, and they'll tell you we're a little over $22 trillion in debt, when the reality is more like 60 plus trillion in debt. So I'm not going off on a tangent. I'm connecting some dots so you can understand that when they're talking about running this biological simulation by sending out non-toxic gas into the subway systems of New York City, you run simulations in a controlled environment just like you run tests in a controlled laboratory. But what have they done? They've taken the testing out of the laboratory and brought it out into the general population. The stab that you're receiving now has not been in a controlled lab study long enough to go through all of the different negative effects to determine what will happen over a long period of time. Hence why almost every other week there's something else negative coming out about these stabs, these pokes. Something else is popping up. Why? Because you are the lab study in a controlled country environment now. Not lab environment, a country environment. That's number one. Number two, just as they put the lab rats away and they moved directly to human trials, aka you, they moved the controlled gas simulations from being in controlled building environments like they normally do with Agent Orange and different things like that. When you're in the military, they have controlled simulations. They have certain areas in deserts where they have certain controlled simulations. They have terrorist attack simulations. They have biological weapons simulations. And they're controlled, meaning they literally have a gated off area, a building, a part of the desert, etc., that is away from civilian life. Yes? So why all of a sudden are you testing a biological weapons attack simulation of non-poisonous gas, saying you're simulating poisonous gas, and you're sending it through the subways in New York City? What is it that you're about to do in New York City that you're trying to prepare for, so that when you make the announcement, you know 9 times out of 10 the people will not go along with it, so you have to come up with a way to sedate and control as many people as possible in New York City. You conduct this simulation of gas on Monday and then you make the announcement about mandates on Tuesday? Pardon me, Wednesday? You're sloppy. You damn devils are sloppy. And the people are not stupid. I don't give a damn what part of New York you think has uneducated people. There's brothers and sisters in every project that are far more knowledgeable than a lot of you damn devils who work on Wall Street. You know how to swindle people and make money. But a lot of you have no connection to God whatsoever. Don't ever get it twisted. The most intelligent people that I met, for the vast majority, came from the lowest conditions, from different hoods, from different projects. Don't ever get this twisted ever in your life. And this is what happens when I go and meet with people all around this country. You look down on the very people who could be your savior. But trust me when I tell you this, the people are not going to go along with this. That's why you're testing these gases in the very areas and environments where the average group of people travel in. The majority of people travel in the subway in New York. The majority of people in New York don't drive. They travel on the train. So why didn't you test these gases above ground? Why didn't you test them near Wall Street? Since you're just testing the gases, right? They're non-toxic. No, you're testing them on the very people who you know are not going to go with your mandate that you were going to announce less than 24 hours, less than 48 hours after you did this test. You know what the hell you're doing. You conduct this simulation of non-toxic gas in the subways where the average person, the majority of people, in these city workers, these 300,000 city workers, the vast majority of them take the subway. They don't drive. Vast majority of them, bar none. That is a fact. So you test this non-toxic gas. Tuesday night / Wednesday early morning. Let me make this very clear. Sunday, Riza Islam and the Nation of Islam conduct an event in New York City. 2 showings, 11 to 3, second one 4 to 8. Both sold out. Both had a seating capacity of 210, but they had to go and find extra seats to bring them out because more people showed up. We had over 450 people at this event. Some of the most influential people. Prior to that, we had a former Pfizer employee who worked at Pfizer for 23 years. He dropped so many facts and exposed so much truth about Pfizer that it scared the hell out of y'all. Number 3, you wouldn't allow nobody to go live at our event. Everyone who tried to go live, I think there was one person who said they were able to get through and go live, but all the audio, after they saved the video, all the audio was gone. They went live for that hour, that full hour. When they saved the video, there was no audio to it. That event had some of the most influential people. We had medical doctors. We had naturopaths. We had registered nurses. One registered nurse who was on that panel in New York City for the first event, was recently fired. And she was a nurse for over 15 years. What is it that she knows that she was going to expose to the world and that she did expose to us? What is it that you don't want to get out? The naturopathic doctor who was sitting 2 seats away from her was invited to work for Pfizer. He was approached by 2 Pfizer recruiters and 2 government agents who all came to meet with him because of his expertise in the field of medicine. You offered him a position at Pfizer. He turned you down. These are not lightweight people who showed up to these events. These are people with influence in the field of medicine. So they show up. After all of this happens, the next day, you now go into a simulation where you're going to send out gas in the subways, where the roughly 300,000 municipal city workers travel to go to their jobs. Next day, Mayor Bill de Blasio makes the announcement that he is going to make it a mandate to receive the poke, the stab, to the over 300,000 city workers who 9 times out of 9 travel on these subways. And that if they refuse to take the poke, the stab, they will be fired without pay. But if they choose to take the shot, the stab, the poke, they will be given a $500 bonus on top of their paycheck. Roughly the night of Tuesday / early morning of Wednesday. Because you know damn well there are strategic people who are just in New York and who have a high level of influence over New York. You remove Reza Islam's page after hitting over 40,000 followers in just 10 days. The top 3 cities that he has the most influence in are Los Angeles, Atlanta, Georgia, and New York City. You know what type of power we got. So you remove his page and then boom, Mayor Bill de Blasio's announcement, you put that up there. I don't see that as coincidental. I hope you all don't see that as coincidental. What we did here in LA and what we did in New York, the joint venture that we've had, the connection that I did with the New York activists to where the teachers came out, doctors came out, lawyers came out, firefighters came out, and they've been having rallies every week over the last 2 to 3 months. Yes, Brother Reza Islam was heavily a part of that. Just like we had them out here in LA. No, listen. They are scared. And I'm saying this so we can understand this thoroughly. They're strategically doing what they're doing because they don't have time. So New York, I need y'all to look out for this. And everybody else. They're not playing fair. So stop expecting fairness from these devils. They ain't playing fair. So don't get surprised by what they do, and do not, please, don't get surprised by what they do, and don't count on them to do what is right. You might want to get your stuff together. Every single person that's listening to what I'm saying, everyone needs to get their stuff together. When they push out the mandates, refuse the mandates. It is that simple. There is no other way around this. Well, reason, what about legally? No, they don't give a damn. They don't care. You have to understand at this point, they don't care. If you from New York, then get dirty with them then, righteously. Stand up for what's right because they don't give a damn. They don't care. I wish it was another way for me to say this, but really though, they are pressuring the doctors who are the ones certified over the nurses. They're pressuring the doctors' licenses. If they threaten the doctor's license, then the clinic or doctor's office will not be able to function legally. So therefore, the doctors are bowing down to pharmaceutical pressure. And the requirement as a part of that is they must have all of the nurses beneath them to take the stab. It's a gangster move that they're pulling on the people. You gotta understand this. They are threatening businesses with taxing them roughly $700,000 per business to where they will bankrupt virtually every small business unless they have their staff members take the stab. So the business owners, because of the pressure they are receiving, they're putting pressure on their staff members. Y'all have to understand how high this is going. It ain't just your boss. Your boss is being threatened. They got him by the balls. Your boss. And you're like, my boss, man, they told me to get the shot. They told me to get the stab. They told me. Yo, they're threatening schools, school administrators, principals. They're threatening them to remove their accreditation. You got to understand how yo, it's war. It's war. Like, really, though. Really. It's not a movie. It is war. I couldn't have no child in the world like this and not be fighting back. I don't know what's going on with some of y'all. I don't know what's going on with some of y'all. Some of you, not most, just some. Them Jewish folk in New York, they don't have no mandates on them. And do you know why? We were driving through Brooklyn, and I saw the part of the town that they own that had the Hebrew writing and everything. I wasn't even mad at them. Because again, yeah, you took this from us, I get that. But let me see how you organized it. You made things in your language. You wear your outfits. You own these buildings. Those are your schools, your stores, your everything. Okay. And because you own that part of the city, you made it to where you put the pressure on the city. City tried to put pressure on them. They put pressure back on the city. Guess what? We can do the same thing. I get tired of looking at them. They organize their economics. We can do the same. We cannot walk around here and say we broke, because we're not. We're unorganized, and a lot of us don't trust each other. But we don't need to trust all of our people in order for those of us who have the influence and enough control and money to trust each other. Just those of us who are like-minded. We don't need every single person. But damn it, get with the people who own buildings, who have real estate, who have control, who have something, lawyers. All of you, you have to organize. The same way we came out there and we made that demonstration over the weekend, and all those people came together at that event. Yo, it was beautiful for us. It was scary for them. They was like, this shit is scary as hell. It scared the hell out of them. You think it wasn't no agents at that event? You think there was not one agent from the government at the Bridgeport, Connecticut event that we held, and then the next day at the 2 showings in Bed-Stuy? Riza Islam is on the White House watch list. This is not a joke. It's not just, oh, he's being banned because of it. No, it's bigger than what you think. Trust me, I'm telling you. It is a requirement to send agents, at least one, to anything that I put on, and anything that anyone on that list puts on. They must send at least one agent there. And they're not always white, regardless of what you may think. That's obvious. Y'all really need to get things together faster than you think. Get prepared, because another thing is there's a major shortage of food already in most of New York. When I went to those projects in those areas, y'all don't have that much food. You got to get your food together. Get water. Get food. Scrape up the money you got, and then get with the brothers and sisters in your area who you know, who is your family, and y'all come up with your exit plans. You come up with your emergency plans. You come up with ways to move out if you need to move out quickly. Come up with your emergency bags. Get dried foods. Invest in solar-powered things. Solar-powered flashlights. Solar-powered this, solar-powered that. Emergency health kits and first aid kits. You must get these things together, because what they planning on doing right now in New York, I'm watching what they're doing. I'm watching it. Y'all are more compacted because you're on an island. You're more compacted like sardines. You're packed closely in. Out here in LA, it's spread out. We still need to get our things together as well out here in LA. The same exact things that I just said. Same exact thing. Get your dried foods, water, lots of water, solar power things, your first aid kits. You want to get prepared. Get prepared for whatever. Just for whatever. Solar power generators, yes. You may have to come together with at least 3 or 4 people in your family to get it, to buy it. They may cost $300, $400, $500. Y'all put in on it. People in Texas wished they would have thought ahead when they got hit with a record low of cold that they never expected to hit Texas. Because it's Texas. But they got hit with cold that was so cold, it snowed, and water that dripped into the ceiling started coming down and freezing into icicles. They ain't never seen nothing like that. Don't think it can't happen to you, and don't think they won't create it for you. That's my deal. I was in New York and I saw a lot of stuff that I didn't say because I was still analyzing things. They're planning some stuff right now, man, that you stop thinking that the devil ain't real or that Satan isn't real, and stop thinking that, the world is just so pretty and everything is just, stop. I can't enjoy all the beauty of the world in the way that I want to, because there's so much shit out here that we need to get handled. That's why I don't have no children. I'm telling you, I love children. I want children. But I'll be damned if I bring a child into this. Yo, listen. Hey, if you have a child, you should be going at least 3 times harder than what you are going right now. You need to be going a lot harder in every way. Making more money, getting your stuff prepared, putting things in perspective, putting things all in place. Like, you need to be going hard as hell. You can't have no child in the world like this and you not going hard. I don't understand that. Y'all see how hard I go. And I'm doing it for y'all children. Really. I don't have any. But y'all do. And we're taught in the nation, I want for my brother and my sister what I want for myself. Hell, if I knew that you had information that could help me with my family and you didn't give it to me, I'd be pissed off. But I know all this stuff that I got, I have to give it to y'all. Because again, I'd expect you to give it to me, knowing what the hell they planning. Man, let me see what the next question says right here. Let me just... Dark winter, okay. I know Simone, my sister, Simone the Platte. Oh man, yeah. Of course, people think we're crazy. The crazy people are those who run this government and who run this planet right now. So of course, those who are crazy look at those who are sane as crazy. Reads Islam, according to the United States government, is a crazy anti-vaccine conspiracy theorist who spews misinformation. Let me explain this to you. Dark winter. They convince you to take a shot that strategically attacks your immune system. It attacks your immune system and they release the shots months before winter time. During winter, it is cold. Cold affects the immunity of the human being. Therefore, you have to always remain around heat or at least around a temperature that is not too low or too far below the internal temperature of the human being, which is normally 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. This is why melanated people don't do well in the cold. The people who normally do well in the cold because of their physiological dependency, connectivity, and general environment is the Caucasian white person. Their physical environment is more conducive to the cold. Our genetic makeup and physiological biochemistry is more conducive to the warmth and the heat. We thrive in the sun. We thrive in sand and in thick areas where there are leafy greens and trees and nature. We thrive in that. We are not the same chemically, physiologically. We're not. So when people run around here, oh, we're all the same. We're not. We're not. Me and a white man can both go outside in 90-degree weather, no clouds, beaming sun, and he will have to run for shade long before I will. Switch that around. Switch that around. Snowing outside. Hell, the degrees is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. 30 degrees Fahrenheit, pardon me. We're looking at survival potential, right? 30 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is pushing at 40 miles an hour. Me and this white man go outside, and that I will run in the house before he will. Make it a little easier. It is very cold outside, heavy winter. Me and the white man go outside to the pool. The pool has almost iced over. He will jump in that pool butt naked, streaking, and do a backstroke like it ain't nothing. Me? You already know I'm not hopping in that cold as hell water because my physiological biochemistry is not conducive to that temperature, but his is. Why am I saying all this? Cold winter, dark winter that they are talking about. They convince the people of America to inject themselves with something that is not entirely tested, is not safe, it is not effective. It directly attacks the immune system. They did this months before wintertime comes around. When wintertime comes around, the likelihood of people getting sick is very high. You will have more of a runny nose. Your lung capacity will shorten by way of the temperature, causing the bronchi to become more stiff, the muscles to become more stiff, and therefore breathing will become slightly more difficult. People are going to get sick and die. That's the reality. Hence, dark winter. I don't like saying certain things because I don't like certain people to not be able to take it. But there's a lot of things I'm just going to have to start saying now. I already say most things, but there's a lot of things I don't say yet. People will criticize you, but they won't outwork you. I've heard so many lies about me in the last couple months from Negroes on the internet who ain't never stepped foot outside in no hood, nowhere, to help no damn body. And I see these Negroes and I'm listening to these people and I watch the very government attack me and my own people attack me and this group attack me. And here I am just trying to keep my composure and not destroy most people intellectually. Just not trying to rip the very fabric of your thinking. I'm doing my best to be very patient. However, when you have this Satan out here the way he is, and then he sicks his little dumb devils on you, not only does it try your tolerance level, but when you're in the right, doing what is righteous, you're well within your rights to stand up for yourself and to go a little harder on the devil. That's where I'm at right now. I put up a post yesterday saying that I have been going very easy on this system. Next thing you know, they take my page down. Go figure. But they know who they research. That's another thing you might want to get through your head too. If you think they don't know you, boy, look. This is why I took time to write this. If you think they don't know you, chapter 2, right? Chapter 2, social media. If you have this book, you should go to page, just to make sure, you should go to page 21. If you don't know what these two men are, you need to know. You should know. This government knows you better than you know yourself at times because we talk too damn much. We talk too much. And I mean that. We talk too much. We give too much information about ourselves. We give out far too much information about ourselves. We tell too many people where we're going. We tell too many people what we eat. We tell too many people about our average moves and what we do in our daily lives and all the things we like, all the things we don't like, are all of our favorite things. Do you know why Brother Reason don't move like that? Because it's not just you. It's not just you. It's not just the person you're talking to who is watching and who's listening. It's not just your few friends liking your posts. It's far more than that. You have to know sincerely. You have to know sincerely what you're doing. And who the hell is... Governments are most effective when they have a group of people who are the citizens who are not intelligent, who don't question, and who do not prepare for things, who are easily manipulated, who bow down easily, and who do not buck and who do not fight back. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's very simple. I need everyone to follow my Telegram. It is called Intellectual Extremists. I need you to follow that channel. That is where I'll be going live from. That's where I'll be posting a lot of documents to. Everyone should subscribe to RizaIslam.com. I'm almost done, but sincerely, I got a few more things to mention. RizaIslam.com, subscribe there. That's number one. Number two, click the link in my bio so that you can go and subscribe to my Telegram. Because they're turning up the heat and so will we. So the dark winter, to prepare for that, is you need to boost your immune system far more than ever before. You want to start cutting down on your fried foods now. Start cutting down on sugar now. Start cutting down on dairy for the most part now. You absolutely need to, let me see really quick here. You definitely want to boost the immunity higher than you ever have before. Everyone needs to start exercising far more now. Like no question about it, no negotiating. I don't have enough time. No, make the damn time. Because not only the people who took the shot are going to get sick, but the people who are around those who took this jab, this stab, will potentially get sick as well. I'm not making y'all afraid. I'm not pushing fear like the media does. I'm telling the truth here. Because we don't necessarily have time to coddle people's feelings anymore. You need to know that that's why we were told not to take it. Months before it came out. July 4th of last year, the minister told us he said, when they come out, he said it straight, when they come out with these stabs, don't take them. He said this long before they came out with it. So if you are around anyone who took it, you really need to make sure that your immunity is in tip-top shape. Sugar, too many sugars, lowers the immune system. Too much dairy, lowers the immune system. Not enough exercise or activity, lowers the immune system. Not enough vitamin D, sunlight, lowers the immune system. Not enough water, lowers the immune system. Smoking, drinking, drugs, lowers the immune system. Stressing, overly stressing, lowers the immune system. Not getting enough rest, I'm talking to myself too, lowers the immune system. Switch everything around and start boosting your immune system. And this is something else I got to mention to y'all. Lung capacity and lung power is what you need to increase right now. So I recommend if you smoke, I need you to cut down the majority of it, cut down a large percentage of smoking, or just cut it out all the way. I'm just encouraging you to. I'm not going into no damn debate or argument about, oh, weed is this and that. Look, bro, do you. But I don't smoke for a multitude of reasons. Another one of these reasons is because these bastards are sincerely doing their best to get rid of us in every way possible. And you think they're not going to take your plant from your friend who grew it in the back of his house, and you think they don't know where that nigga live? You think they're not sprinkling things when they spray chemtrails over his house along with many other houses who grow with their system of hydroponics, and you think you're the only one with the pure indica? Bruh, stop it. Just stop. Increase your dandelion root, increase your mullein extract, increase in your pine needle tea, increase in your zinc, extremely important, especially now before the winter comes. Increase in your zinc intake. Extremely. Vitamin D3, increasing that. I cannot stress that enough. Increasing all of this. Take a break from this smoking, take a break from drinking. Sisters, please take a break from drinking so much. If you stress like that, then damn it, eat some fruit. Find something better to do with yourself. Confront yourself. Look at yourself. And start loving yourself more. Brothers too. But this alcohol y'all gotta chill on that. I love y'all, but god damn, it be killing me. You don't need to drink every time you go out to have fun. Drink some tea, man. Seriously. Because they're attacking you in your body. They're coming at you in that way. So you don't need this no more. Just drop it. I know it's hard, man. I know, but damn, just know. Somebody said, can you write down all of that, please? Y'all know how it is. I'm going to put this live up. I love y'all too much, for real, to play around with y'all. I don't watch people I grew up with die from drugs. I have got family members who die from drugs. I got too many people I know. From alcohol, from smoking and drinking, all kinds of other stuff, all the heavy drugs, all that. Look, man. We got to go Super Saiyan on their ass. I'll say it that way. Reason tired of us using drugs, y'all. You damn right, sis. I'm tired of shit. Because then y'all call me, Reason, what do we do? Nigga. Oh, the live is ending. Hold up.